We have had today the world's highest authority in relation to famine, the IPC, the body that is entrusted by the UN to advise it on whether or not famine is present or imminent, declare that famine is now present in Gaza City. And in response to that, we've had monstrous propaganda from Israel. And instead of taking the world's highest authority seriously, they've declared that it is effectively supportive of Hamas, is parroting terrorist propaganda, is faking its statistics, inventing new categories. All of this, of course, has been comprehensively denied and rebutted by the IPC. It is very, very clear that what aid agencies have warned about for months is now present in Gaza, and the IPC has said that unless there's an immediate ceasefire in aid is brought in, then up to 500,000 Palestinians could starve to death. And instead of reacting to that as any decent human being would, as any decent society would, as any decent state would, Israel says, no, we're going to double down. We're going to continue with our military invasion. We're going to reduce. Israel Katz has said we will reduce Gaza City to rubble. We'll forcibly displace 1 million people, making it more likely that they will die of starvation.
And we're going to do that, Sean, which we know that they have tried to stop us from day one, because it terrifies them, because they know that we stand for freedom, justice and equality, and they defend the exact opposite. From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
We received a message directly from North Gaza, and we wanted to share the power of these words with you. It's called A Call from Northern Gaza to the World. It reads, brothers, sisters, sons and daughters of our Arab and Islamic nations, and free people everywhere, this may be our final cry. Since Wednesday morning, Northern Gaza has been crushed under relentless bombardment. We live beneath a storm of fire, and it is not only the north. All of Gaza burns, its city, its centre, its south. The occupation is not targeting people alone. It is erasing life itself, homes, trees, stones. It wants Gaza wiped from the map. Tens of thousands of families have been uprooted again, fleeing from one devastated street to another. Since last night, the waves of displacement have not stopped. Families lie on bare ground under the blazing sun with no water, no food, no shelter. We appeal to you, to your faith, your conscience, your humanity. Act before it is too late. Act before it is too late. We are being slaughtered, butchered in cold blood. Do not let history record that you abandoned the people of Gaza when their defense was your duty as fellow human beings. Gaza is not only defending itself, it is defending the values of justice, dignity, and the right to life for all. If Gaza falls, God forbid, what follows will be darker still. No land, no people, no conscience will be spared from the consequences of silence. This is our call from Northern Gaza. Save what remains before it is too late. This is the call of our blood. This is the call of our spirit. This is the call of humanity. Will anyone answer?
Police! Can the police do something about this Zionist genocide apologist? There's a Zionist genocide apologist among us, a man who supports genocide, and the police are doing nothing to separate him from us. Where are the police? Where are the police to protect us from Zionist criminals? Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Let's not give this genocidal scumbag any more any more attention. My friends, while this horror unfolds, our own government, instead of sanctioning the state of Israel, instead of cutting ties with Israel, they are rewarding an Israeli company £2 billion. This Israeli company is no other than Elbit Systems. Do you see the connection? While activists are put in prison for months and months, they're in prison, the British government rewards the Elbit Systems company £2 billion to train 60,000 British soldiers. Britain is not only complicit, Britain is a partner in this genocide. Keir Starmer is up to his arms in Palestinian blood. What needs to happen, what this government needs to do is not only sanction Netanyahu, is to expel the entire embassy.
We will not be bowed by these attacks on our movement, because we are on the side of international law. We are the ones on the side of democracy, not Starmer. We have the right values, the values of peace, of defending human rights, of people's right to life, of their right to live their life as they want, and their right to self-determination. That's what we're standing for.
They already tried to arrest me today for wearing this T-shirt. But the reason the repression is coming down so heavily is because the size of our movement is so huge. This is the only way they can deal with it.
You are in front of the embassy which represents fascism, the embassy which represents totalitarianism, the embassy which represents apartheid, and the embassy which is committing a genocide. It is a colonial embassy. It is a colonial outpost. It is not a country, it is a colonial outpost. There will be people who will come to the UN General Assembly and they'll be ready to speak about a state of Palestine. What do they mean? They mean a cartoon state with no army, with no airport, with no serious borders, paralyzed, disabled. And what's worse than that? What's worse than that is there are some people who will say that Netanyahu, he was the problem all along. He was the problem all along. And they'll throw him under the bus to do what? To save Israel. What I want to say to you is do not be tricked. Do not be fooled. Don't let them take you for an idiot. It's not Netanyahu who's the problem. It's not Zipsi Fahotaveli who's the problem. It's not Ben Gvir who's the problem. It's Israel that's the problem. It's the Israeli judiciary which enforces apartheid. It's the Israeli Knesset which votes on the laws. It's the Israeli Shin Bet which detains and tortures Palestinians. It's the Israeli Mossad who has no care for international law. It's the Israeli Defense Forces which murders the Palestinian people. Shall I go a step further? It's Israeli society which agrees and votes in these despicable people. Oh, I won't mince my words to you. I won't mince my words with you. It's Israeli society which is the problem. It's Zionism which is the problem. And it's Zionism which is under our feet right now. It's Zionism which is under all of your feet. It's Israel under your feet. So be determined. I want to give you a message of hope. Be determined. But I'm going to be honest with you. I wish it could be sorted just like that. I wish it could just be over just like that. 50 of my relatives killed in 2 years. 50 of my relatives killed in 2 years. My cousin just murdered a month ago. His son dropped to 40 kg. He's my age. Starved. Starved by that embassy. Starved by the government which is meant to represent us. And it's the same government, and it's the same embassy, and it's the same colony which used to beat my grandmother up, which shot the same government and the same country which shot my grandfather's leg off, which imprisoned my cousin for 17 years for advocating for Palestinian civil rights. So I want to tell you this, I wish it could be over, but it's going to take stamina. You're going to need stamina because the battle has just begun. It's now in Gaza, but tomorrow it will be in the West Bank. Tomorrow it will be in Jerusalem. Tomorrow it will be within the Green Line. So have the stamina. Keep on turning out and be clear. And don't let them take you for a fool. Know what you want. What you want is Palestine 1948. What you want is from the river to the sea. What you want is the destruction of the Zionist entity. What you want is an end to Israel. What you want is an end to American hegemony. What you want is liberation of the Middle East. So with that I conclude. With this I conclude. Today we share the sad memories of starved children, of murdered mothers, of fathers without limbs. But tomorrow, be certain and don't listen to that rabble over there. Be certain and have faith and work like you have that faith that tomorrow this will be the embassy of Palestine. This will be the embassy of Palestine. There won't be any Israel. There won't be an Israel anymore. And we will all be eating kunafa in there before we organize our trips to a free Palestine bi'idhnillah. If you want peace in the Middle East, and I say this to the policemen over there and to everyone watching and everyone listening, our friends and our enemies. I say it when you see the bombing in Damascus, when you see the bombing in Beirut, when you see the bombing all over the Middle East and in Yemen, the aggression against the free peoples of the world who stand against Zionism, know this. Israel is the tumor in the body of the Middle East, and there won't be peace for the Middle East until that tumor is destroyed, until that tumor is removed, until that tumor remains in the books of history. From the river to the sea,
Palestine will be free.
From the river to the sea,
Palestine will be free.
فلسطين عربية
فلسطين عربية
فلسطين عربية
فلسطين عربية
انتفاضة انتفاضة
انتفاضة انتفاضة
انتفاضة انتفاضة
انتفاضة انتفاضة
انتفاضة انتفاضة
انتفاضة انتفاضة
فلسطين هرة هرة
فلسطين هرة هرة
فلسطين هرة هرة
فلسطين هرة هرة
فلسطين حرة حرة إسرائيل برا برا فلسطين